Our target audience would be families. We dedicate a lot of our rides outside to family fun and creating memories for all these families year after year. And as long as we have rides that the families can enjoy together with mom and dad and the kids, I would say that's our target audience. We get here every day, 8:30 a.m. and we leave when the park closes. There's a lot of preparation between the mechanics end of it as well as the operations end of it.
One of the best and perhaps most familiar ways of reducing wait times is through a fast pass system. Despite its many different names, it always serves the same purpose: to allow guests to skip a ride's queue in some shape or form, drastically reducing the time they have to wait. Even though the fast pass system can be found at a huge number of theme parks around the world, it's nearly always an optional paid extra. Nevertheless, parks usually integrate their own system slightly different to each other. You might be familiar with the fast pass system at Disney theme parks. Guests can collect free fast pass tickets which have been assigned a time. This dictates the time at which visitors will get to ride their desired attraction. When their time slot has arrived, guests enter the ride's FastPass entrance, a dedicated queue line for the FastPass system. Often, this queue line takes guests straight to the attraction's loading station or to a merge point in the normal queue line near the front of the line. Though it might seem mundane, the way you board a ride can help to reduce queue times too. One of the things that slow guests down the most is their loose articles, stuff like bags, hats, phones and wallets. Sometimes, visitors don't know where to put their items while on the ride, which can cause a delay. At many theme parks, the solution to this problem is bins, storage facilities located on the ride station platform in which guests can place their loose articles. Though, this system often causes further confusion. Riders usually have to step across the train to place their items in the bins just to reboard the train. Disney parks, on the other hand, don't do either of these. On most large-scale Disney attractions, visitors are required to take their loose articles on board with them, often storing them at their feet. This method is faster than getting guests to place their item in bins, but it isn't as hassle-free as no bags at all. Though, perhaps it's easier to do this than accommodate the baggage of thousands of visitors each hour. Parks have also the number of staff on a ride station platform can also help things along too. The more ride operators available to check guests' restraints, the sooner the trains can leave the station, which in turn can also reduce queue times. The most effective way to reduce wait times for everyone is to design an attraction that can accommodate a larger number of guests. The way to do this is to increase a ride's throughput, also known as its capacity, which is often measured in riders per hour. One step further, the entire park features no queue lines. Instead, each guest is given a wristband which allows them to virtually wait for the larger rides and attractions. This means that they can experience the park's pools while they wait and aren't stuck standing around in a queue line. While this technology is currently only being used at Volcano Bay, it's possible to see aspects of the system migrate to traditional theme parks too. Perhaps this transition will only be accelerated with the heightened sense of hygiene caused by recent events.
Parks. Disney promotes their park tickets by offering more savings for multiple visits. The more days you visit, the more you save. They also offer annual passes for those who visit their parks often. Disney Places to Stay not only offers Disney hotels, but also offers hotels that are nearby. The website also promotes upcoming events in their parks, discounted offers on vacation packages, features on their mobile apps, and Disney's Premier Visa card. Each park has its own dedicated Facebook page that gives you information about upcoming events. Disney is often seen as just targeting families, but it's much more than that. They target teens, young adults, and retirees. From young to old, they have something for everyone, from small kiddie rides to big scary roller coasters. They offer dining with Disney characters, or you can have a margarita while listening to a rock band. The atmosphere Disney offers is not only family friendly, but it's also fun for every age group.
Get started. This sneak peek thing feels like a new thing.
Yeah, and really what we're looking at is creating a great experience for our guests that give them kind of an exclusive look at what's coming up here from Disney Studios. So over at Epcot, we felt that it was just a great placement for Tomorrowland entry area. We also have some conceptual artwork from the film that really kind of sets up, what was that, the ideation that went around, creating the film. And
Disneyland opened, the Walt Disney Company is considering switching to demand-based pricing at its domestic parks. Record attendance at Disney parks has led to long lines and massive crowds. Those grueling lines, which sometimes result in gate closures, lead to unhappy visitors. Disney wants to maintain the magic at its theme park, so the overcrowding challenge is prompting executives to find ways to raise park attendance during the slower times of the year. This week, Disney will begin surveying previous visitors to gauge their reactions to variable pricing options. Even so, on Sunday, Disney raised prices for its annual passes. The top-level Signature Plus Passport, which includes park admission every day of the year, is rising over 30% to $1,439. This is the second time this year Disney has raised prices to its parks.